Alright, so let's go through some of our modifiers here. And just to keep going through what I've been trying to do on the site, document every modifier. So let's go with bend. It's pretty basic. It does exactly what it says it does. You can see here we're changing the angle. We're changing it in the Z, so it's not going to do anything. If we jump over to the X, you can see we affect the X. We can affect the direction. And we can do the same in the Y. Set that back to 0. Angle it more or less. Switch it back to X so we can see it a little better. So now where we really can start to take advantage of the bend is with the limits. Or this is where I'll find myself using it at times. I need to model something quickly, so here we can now control this. And I can see how this would be a beneficial animation tool. But we also have the gizmo, which we can move around, so we can control how it's affecting the geometry. And you can see here the gizmo is kind of the proxy object of how it's affected. So now we can start to do these kinds of things. And in the center point, that's where it pivots about. So it affects the gizmo, but it's just the point at which it pivots. And we can rotate it as well. Just hit the E icon. It should switch to, oh, you can't rotate the pivot, but you can rotate the gizmo. So if I hit E, it'll switch over, and you can see here how we're affecting the gizmo of the object, and we can now do things like this. This is all keyframeable in Max, so as an animation tool you could take advantage of it that way. But for modeling, I still use this quite often if I just need to test an effect real fast. So here we can also change the limit on the back side, and change the limit on the, or just turn off limiting the effects altogether. And here you can see some of the different kind of things we can do. X isn't going to affect it much. So that's the bend modifier, and pretty much all the parameters you can do with it.